I didn't mean actually to have a mountain bike career.
It just happened?
You made it happen. I'm actually serious. It is because of the ride that you and I had in the video that you and I made back in 2020. I had no career before then. It was like I can owe a lot to you. Like, you helped push me into the spotlight. We had like a fun video of us riding together, having a good time.
That was a fun one.
And yeah, it was like
to this date, one of my favorite YouTube video I've done.
It is one of my favorites. I know we were kind of going a bit of a different direction with talking about the firefighting there, but yeah, like that memory to me is like right when I started building gnarly features, and I built that feature, the busted accident one on the edge of a 100-foot cliff. And, you know, I built it, and like the first thing I thought of was like, man, bet Remy Metaller would like this, because I didn't realize how gnarly it was.
I don't know if I liked it, Steve, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't realize how gnarly it was until I built it, and then it just sat there unridden, and like multiple different people went with their brands. I heard like the Rocky team and some other teams went to go film it, and they all were like, oh, what? And they all walked away. And it was just like, it sat there, people just walked away. And I'm like, man, like, I guess it's pretty gnarly. So
and video don't do that thing justice, because when you sent me the video of you riding it, it didn't look like much. You know, it looked like
it's really hard to film
with a lot of exposure, but it didn't seem like something as technical and as difficult as it actually was.
I think our skills have come a long way since, but especially back then, just like the twisted off camber, the steeps, and just the fact that there is that much exposure puts your head in a different space, because you can't relax. Like, you're not as relaxed because you know you were going to die if you screwed up bad. Like, you're going to die.
Quite literally, yeah.
You just will die. So,
because you mentioned that I helped your career, but I want to let you know you helped my career a lot.
Man. People helping people.
So thank you, Steve, for that. But yeah, let's get back, because you're chatting about that feature. So let's give a bit of context. You do a video with your wife, Kelsey.
Yeah.
You film that feature, and then you contact me.
I think I got 900 views, actually. Yeah.
And you contact me. We go and ride together, actually, here in Alice Lake. We have a fun ride, and you're like, oh, dude, you should come and check out this feature. Yeah,
I remember that.
And at this point, I didn't know what to expect, because, I saw the feature in video.
I was still starstruck at this point, because I'm like, I'm not trying to blow too much smoke up, but I'm like, man, like, this is the guy who put up like Remy burns down Whistler, like the craziest, not literally burns down, but the crazy, like your edits were like, those are something that I would watch on loop. Like, if I wanted to go for a build or a gnarly ride, I'd watch your edit to get stoked, and then go out and do it. And yeah, now like, now I'm like meeting you and riding with you, and that was such a core memory for me.
But dude, that video was a lot of fun, lots of stress. We actually packed a huge day.
That was crazy.
It was, what was it, like 10 hours of filming or 12 hours?
Every video we do is so like long.
Because it was during the summer.
Yeah.
So we would have started early, and I remember we probably finished at 8 p.m. Because that's when we ran out of light.
And it was like the last thing we did. So we did a bunch of gnar up until then, and then like finished it with the gnarliest when we're the most tired.
I felt like that first feature you took me on, which is called
Dynamite Roll.
Dynamite Roll.
Yeah.
At the time, you were the first one to air into it. Yeah. And I remember looking at you doing it. I'm like, what did I sign up for? I don't know if I'm in the mood to like push myself like that today, but yeah, we had a great day, like taking off feature after features, and I hadn't seen any of those features before. So
yeah, man.
I had you as a guide, and I could see you doing the feature first, which gave me a lot of confidence, because you did the features like very calmly. Mm-hmm. It was perfectly executed. Sorry for my French. I know it's pretty painful for some people watching a French person speak English for an hour 30. But
you do fine.
You executed. Is it correct?
Perfect. Yeah,
you executed the feature perfectly. So obviously that gave me a lot of confidence, but also knowledge. What's the speed, what's the line like. And so it was a really fun day until we get to that gnarly feature with the cliff. And I remember being super scared, not for me, but for you, because at this point
I was scared for me too.
At this point I decided I'm not gonna ride it.
I remember that.
So I wasn't scared for me, because I'm like, there's no way I'm riding this thing. But I was scared for you because I just didn't want to witness you riding it. I just felt like I didn't want the stress of watching someone
Dude, it's so sketchy.
doing something as dangerous. And so I was like, Steve, no pressure. You already did it. In my head, I was like, please don't do it. Because
The funny thing is like, yeah, I'm riding with Remy Italia. I'm shooting a video. I know he's telling me this. I'm doing it no matter what.
I know. I was just really worried. Like, I trusted you, but I also know that, accidents do happen. And this was a place that if an accident happens, it would be terrible.
Yeah.
You end up doing it. You make it look like there's nothing. And I was like, how did you control the speed? Like, I felt like I was good at controlling my speed, but you made it look so controlled. Like, there's that roll, you drop into it. And the difficult part is that off-camber corner where your bike was just like skipping through the chander.
I always build weird off-camber corners. It's like, I don't mean
well,
to.
This was
but...
And then you did it the first time. You might have done it twice. And I looked at it and I was like, objectively, this feature's got everything I'm good at.
Yeah.
It's got like a steep rock wall where I have to pull a bunny up and then I have to control my speed on an off-camber rock. This is where I should be good at. So after analyzing everything, I decided to give a go.
Yeah.
And it went well.
Perfectly.
If it hadn't gone well,
but that's why I like
I probably
riding.
would not be there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like riding with you though, and like you, me, and Johan, and it's just so good because I know that you're analyzing the steps and you are dropping in when you're ready. Like you told me that you weren't going to hit it, and I'll be honest with you, when you said those words, I was like, dude, did I build a feature that Remy's not going to hit? But you hit it anyways. But no, your process was like cool to see and continues to be amazing to see.
I'm always like, I feel like I'm extremely careful though.
Yeah, you are.
I take more time than anyone else before doing a feature, and I overanalyze everything. Sometimes you just need to go.
Totally.
But when the consequences are this high, it's just not worth it for me to rush. Totally. And I have no problem looking at something for 2 hours, decide not to do it, come back another day with the purpose of doing it, still not doing it, and maybe come back 6 months later and finally do it.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it, it's completely fine.
That resonates with me, and that's why we are so compatible as riders. So
and we actually went back to do that feature together for a GoPro challenge. At the time, GoPro had the GoPro best line.
Yeah.
Where we had to shoot a line and submit the video, and this line was perfect for it.
It was also like the fact that we did it during the wildfires, so we had all that smoke and everything. That was one of the loosest things I've ever shot with you or anybody ever.
And I want to apologize because I made you do it like
8 times.
8 times? That's how many times we did it?
We did it like 8 times. And the crazy thing is we had that like fading light with the smoke, which created the epic backdrop, but it was still summer. So it was dry, but then it started raining.
It started raining. So I remember like dropping in and we're like, okay, now we need to be closer to each other. Yeah. I was following you. So it was up to me to like ride closer, but obviously I didn't want to ride too close either because.
Well, I still don't think that has been follow cam since we did it. Never.
Well, because people are pretty smarter than we were. So. But also for the funny thing, I don't know if you remember, but I had to put my phone on airplane mode every time we dropped in because that's at the time I bought this house.
Yeah.
And I was negotiating with the seller.
Yeah.
And we were doing back and forth about the pricing and stuff.
I remember that.
I just I didn't want to start rolling in and film my phone buzzing or ringing because then that was going to take my focus away. So I had to put the phone on airplane mode. We'll ride the line. And the first thing I'll do when we get to the bottom, put the phone on off airplane mode.
I remember that.
Just to check the messages and see if I got like a text.
Dude, there's a few things in life more stressful than that sucks.
But that was, that's something I'll remember forever.
That was a memory that I'll always remember. Like I said, that was kind of what brought us together, and we've had many, many more memories from then. But that day will forever be. That was nuts.
Yeah, that video to me was, one of the coolest video I've done with you. or that I've done, period.
Sweet.